Welcome to today's video, guys. We're actually starting after the Grillo's Garage trip. Got some annoying news, alright? I tried to book a cool rental car on Turo. I kept getting declined. I think they see my Facebook associated with it and see that I'm a drifter, and they think that I'm going to drift their car, even though I just want to use it as transportation to get to the drift track. So, all I could get accepted for was this Tesla, the Model S. I don't know much about Teslas. Sounds fast, sounds cool. I get it. I'm excited to enjoy the nice sophistication and everything. Of course, of all the things that could happen to me, look at this. Ready? I feel like the video is not going to do it justice.
No, it won't do it at all.
Okay, this thing's terrifying to drive. It feels like either one of the engines is working, or like all the lug nuts, or like one of the suspension arms has no bushing. You step on the gas and this thing just like pulls you into the left lane. Kid you not, the dude warned us. He was like, yeah, careful, you know, when it gets rainy out, it can get a little squirrely. And I'm thinking like, this dude, right? Like traction control, it shouldn't get squirrely. Dude, we go through a puddle on the on-ramp and the whole thing nearly spins out.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. This thing is terrifying. I'm very not stoked because I want to spend a little bit of extra money and just have like a nice rental car. And I genuinely think I would prefer any of my half put together drift cars over this thing. I'm bummed. I wanted to give the Tesla a chance. I heard that these things are bad build quality, and yes, I got an old one. Maybe these ones are junkier, but
That's terrifying, dude.
I just can't wait for someone else to drive. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just be like, yeah, I'll just ride in the back. Especially when the regenerative braking is on, it's 10 times worse. You lift off the gas and just, yeah.
Yep.
And, Mike, can you do the crunchy thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's also vibrating. It has like a crazy oscillation. Everything in here crunches. Even the brake pedal, right? Can you hear the brake pedal?
Yeah.
You hear it?
I can hear it.
It sounds like a little salamander running up and down an escalator.
At least we have Starbucks, right?
Watch the single. You can't drive while you're drinking Starbucks. Teslas. All right, so it's officially practice day. It's Friday practice, Saturday comp. I'm stoked to be out here. This is a track that I've driven before, and I actually took some decent notes that hopefully will be a refresher for getting this track down faster than other ones. I'm excited to drive the new setup on the car. It's gonna be a little bit different, making a little more power now, but we got a lot more rear suspension to play with. So we've discussed kind of a little different tactic, if you will, for practice and qualifying that I think should make a decent difference. Abandoned the Tesla. I'm pretty sure we found out that it just had like the lug nuts were the wrong size, so the wheels were about to fall off. But this thing, this Kia, bro, rips. Show 'em. So good. All right, so let's do a little bit of post-run reflection. First lap out there, car felt phenomenal. Felt super comfortable on the bank, night and day from my experiences with this car in the past. Super, super happy with it. I don't know if it was easy to tell in that clip. on that next run, the car actually started fighting me a little bit. What happens is once people start driving, a lot of rubber gets laid down on the track. So even though I'm on the same pressure and the setup's the same, the track starts getting way grippier. And we started kind of fighting. When I go from handbrake getting on throttle, the initial bite is so much that it was lifting the front end and making the car really unsettled coming down the bank.
Well, our boy crashed in practice. Real courteous guy, you know. Last time he drove with Odie, he hit him. You know, it's not a very nice thing to do. So we gave him a little space. I think what happened is he went a little too far up on the wall, caught some marbles, and it did a little boopage. But the car's been running really good. He's really comfortable. Like lap one right out the gate, he's like loving it. And I think what he was really worried about was, you know, us having too much free time. You know, he wants us to stay busy, so went ahead and booped the wall, gave us something to do for the rest of the day.
Before qualifying, probably my best one too. I tried leaving it in fourth coming off the bank.
The downshift in third is kind of screwing with my timing and making it a little tricky. We're leaving it in fourth, kind of seeming to make everything happier. So I'm gonna do that for my qualifying run. Hope I qualify high, and then go into competition tomorrow.
His loyal fans cheering him on. Adam LZ, he's now on Nitto tires. Arguably one of the best looking vehicles on the Formula Drift grid. Let's see if he can perform as good as it looks. Remember, Rookie of the Year in Pro Spec as Adam LZ comes off the big bank, massive angle from him. Rips into that second outside zone, into the third outside zone. See him turning back on the smoke machine, approaching that inside clip, nails it, and that final outside zone. Haven't had words with Adam yet on what he thinks of this track, but again, your 2020 FD Pro Spec Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and the kid is no joke. He definitely deserves to be here. He's had some tremendous competitive accolades already and looking to make an impact here in qualifying at Evergreen. Let's take a look from above. Gets that nice big snap and then kind of settles into that line. You can see he's a little bit lower than he probably wants to be. Huge smoke line coming off the bank. Is able to get to 2 and 3 pretty well. Came off maybe 6 to 8 inches early, but nice tight line there on that inside clip. Straight line approach to that final outside zone, but he's able to manipulate the car even with that tighter line into the outside zone number 4. Here's his approach on the big bank. A little bit below that white line. That's an indication that you're not all the way up against the wall or at least a few inches away from it, but does a really dynamic job of being able to move the car into the right spots in those zones when the judges are really taking a close look at it, and especially from the drone overhead. As you said, the truth serum, you really get a good perspective of where he's going in an 87.
An 87 for Adam LZ, and 87 for Adam.
That run. I felt the smoothness I felt all day on the bank. I haven't watched the footage yet to kind of see where I went wrong, but super happy. Just nice smooth run. I put the car where I needed it to. A couple little bobbles that I probably could have avoided, but it looks like we'll be like upper mid pack. Going up for my first battle in top 32, going against Trenton Beecham. We got times. I think we'll be chilling. Just got to keep my distance. I do my lead first. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with outer zone 2. I think I see what's going on. I just need to throw a little more angle so I can dig out of it. So I'm gonna work on that on my lead, and then in the chase, hopefully I'll pull a bit of a gap on him on the lead, and then I can just kind of chill and do my thing. It seems like I might end up going against Chelsea again.
Here we go, our next battle. A lot of fans pulling for this guy, Adam LZ, but Trent Beecham's gonna try to put a stop to him. Adam LZ and his LZ S15 on Nitto tires. Taps the wall, goes hard. Adam LZ going deep into, and you can see the rim. Oh boy. And Adam LZ's vehicle comes to a halt. Did you see the metal ring? Just make sure he's okay.
Such a great start too, and then you could kind of start to see that building up, Jared. These situations with that wall, there really is no other outcome.
No, I mean, you saw him tap, he got into it, and that wall will suck you up. So that back right, and we'll throw the replay here, but that back, the back left taps, and it just sucks him up, and riding that wall, you saw the ring of the rim just going next to the vehicle, and that's when catastrophe hit. I'm glad he's okay. Let's take a look at it again here, Ryan.
Yeah, this is coming off of a great start. You can see Beecham was already losing ground to LZ. LZ was on a pretty high line there with big angle, but right there, as soon as he taps, that front end gets sucked right into the wall, and then you can see just the immeasurable damage that happens along the way from rubbing on the wall. You get the tire coming off, you get the wheel damage, and also you have the first hit, which is going to damage the left rear as well. Here it is from the sky, and you'll see that nice gap established, but once he hits with his back bumper and the front end goes into the wall, it's pretty much game over from there.
Well, that sucks. I didn't really get in the wall there at all weekend. Freddie said I entered way faster and deeper, so I think what happened was I was higher and shallower, where normally I'd be lower and shallower and building up. So I guess I started high and then just pushed in mid-bank. It's just such a defeating feeling when you put the back end in the wall and it pulls the front end around. I'm bummed. I tried to do the best lead run I can. I probably would have pulled on him a lot, so I wish I just kept a little bit more composed and didn't try to go balls to the wall for my lead run. But the car broke a lot of stuff. That's a bummer. We'll do a damage report, but the guys are still getting off the front end.
Alright, so Adam zigged when he should have zagged. Got a little bit too deep into the wall, caught the rear end, did old tail to nose slide. I'll drag the front end in and crush the entire front suspension in, as long as bend a couple arms in the back. So subframe's done on this, a couple arms, pretty much every arm in the rear. So both wheels are done, and we're done for the weekend, but these guys aren't.
As always, I try to look at misfortune or issues or problems that I do or issues that I have or things that I f up as a learning experience. I'd say in this track, I've had this issue before where I get up in the marbles and kind of watch out going to the wall. I think I just was driving a little bit too hard for a top 32 battle that could have been an easy win. So next time I just got to chill a little bit. But the car felt phenomenal all weekend. I know you guys are gonna see it in the footage. It is the most comfortable I've ever felt in the car. I was starting to kind of like lose hope in the chassis because I was just constantly struggling, but this round, zero problems, zero issues. The car just did exactly what I needed it to do. The G42 feels sick. Without taking too much time to explain it, basically I have a bigger window of torque that can spin the tires now. Even though the RPMs have moved up higher, before it just rolled over so hard that I had a very small window where my wheel speed would be. Where now I have like say 1500 to 2000 RPM where I make enough torque to really light the wheels up. So I have resolution, so I can control the wheel speed with my foot instead of just having to have it pinned and just have it kind of fall down to where that torque rolls over. So that was awesome. The car sounds sick. Had a lot of fun. So many of you guys came out here and hung out. Unbelievably appreciative of it. Definitely a strong crowd here in Seattle. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry that you guys didn't get to see me do many battles today, but nonetheless, it's constantly a learning experience and we're figuring the car out finally. So thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.